Hey Dreamer Please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We have a new developers notes. I know all of you already know that, and it just took me a day. I just needed a day to, not think about everything that's happening, and we look at this developers notes with a fresher pair of eyes. Okay, so before we read the developers notes, this video will try not to compare with any other servers, compare Global 7 Nights 2 to any other game, okay, and we will just read this developers notes as if it is something that, it's just gonna come out and we will have to accept it, right? Okay, so this is Jave. 7 Nights 2 has already reached its first anniversary. Looking back at the past year, although there were some regrets and disappointing moments, we hope that through these developers notes we can show our commanders our dedication and drive for improvement. Going forward, we will do our best to create a more stable and satisfactory 7 Nights 2. When the fake Boxy event took place, we expected that there will be some confusion. However, we were grateful to see that more commanders participated in the event than we expected. As a token of thanks, the Nia and Baby Boxy profile icon, the mascots of the Boxy event, will be available for free. I think this was just a convenient way to give free things. Casper update. We hope that commanders have enjoyed the Casper update. We have worked hard to keep our promises, such as the update schedule, free distribution, and the balance of Casper's loot box. Actually, I kind of appreciate that they review past updates and what has happened, and give us, an update of that update, which is something that developers usually don't do, especially for positive updates. Usually they talk about, we're so sorry for this thing that has happened and blah blah blah, and we will improve. Usually developers notes kind of only stick to that, the negative, but they tend to talk about the positive, so that's good, and we shall adopt that. Okay, so first anniversary update hero, Mythical Ace. 2 forms, is regular form and a different one after transformation, along with unique stats known as Crimson Moon Swordsman. Unique stats is an upgradable passive with levels that unlock upon leveling up a hero. The passive will strengthen as you upgrade and will stand out in PvP. We hope that the picture is amazing. I mean, Ace himself is amazing. I know some of you have told me that, there's no other better hero to release for an anniversary update, which I actually do agree, because I did mention, would they really want to release Spike Plus, Clemith for an anniversary? I mean, many people hope so. Many players have been hoping for that. But in terms of the impact, I do agree that those 2 heroes don't have the same impact as Myth Ace. That said, okay, I'm not comparing to the other server, I'm just talking about the pace of our current server. That said, it is also very fast. The way they are putting back-to-back big mechanics, okay, in all the previous few updates. And all these changes to the PvP meta itself have been pretty hard-hitting, especially in the top-tier competitive area, which is the main issue that players have, because it is even tougher to be competitive in the game. And you have to understand the mindset that for competitive players, when they play any game, they need to be competitive, right? Okay, that is their mindset. It is not wrong to say it is not wrong to be competitive. So we cannot fault anyone like that. Okay, so when a game developer tries to push out all these game-changing mechanics, game-changing heroes, update after update, back to back, it is extremely tiring, and players will get burnt out. Okay, people who actually support the game via cash, via money, will be burnt out. And that's the big issue here. There are also people that are supportive of Mythic Ace coming out because they are saying that having a good hero now will allow savings in the long run because you don't have to pull for other heroes, which is also not wrong. But think about it, that is going to be something that I would say, if you don't spend as much, especially for newer players, okay, and people who just don't spend as much, that is a good thing, right? That is definitely a good thing because you just have to pull the best heroes, which is also kind of something that I would say I have tried to recommend, even though certain heroes are important for your codex. And if we talk about the codex, heroes that you skip can ultimately will cause your account to be less good compared to others, compared to people who do manage to pull every single hero, build out the heroes, build up their codex. So the thing, it always comes down to, in this game, in 7 Nights 2, is who has better codex, who has better gear, right? So if you really want to win, you will need all these components put together. And it is getting harder, okay? If with this particular update, we will talk about what's more to come later on. It will get harder, and I think when something gets hard too quickly, too fast, that will cause burnout. Yeah, so that's my point of view on this particular release. I know that there are many players, many top players that have started selling accounts. Not sure if they can sell out their account, but yeah, that's a phenomenon. And later, after developers notes, I just want to bring your attention to some comments about other players, okay? So, are mythical heroes hard to obtain? There are 5 tiers in the step up summon. You can reach higher tiers. The more you summon, the chance of ace will increase. Okay, if you don't acquire ace, there is a guaranteed chance to acquire at least a legendary hero or higher. Does not need a new resource. I kind of covered this in my previous video, which I'm trying not to talk about. Okay, so yeah, the new step up summon is I would say decent as long as you have the rubies, and it is also something that it will stay throughout. So even if you don't get ace on the first day, you can still get ace in the months to come. Okay, that is something I need to stress. You will get ace in the months to come. So can you only use ace in PvP? He's a hero specialized for PvP but has plenty of viability in PvE due to his high base performance capabilities. Not too sure where. Okay, I haven't seen much use for him in PvE, especially from the Korean statistics. Okay, I made a video on that. There's not much ace in PvE. Okay, so I'm not too sure where they exactly mean. What differences are there between mythical and legend plus heroes? Unique stats is one of them. Okay, and transformation. We have a new story for Mythic Ace. It will be added to a new board. Okay, I think they didn't really... Yeah, there's actually a new board beside the regular board that we have. I'm not too sure the difference. Maybe it's only for Myth Heroes. Yeah. Okay, next up we have Legend plus Platin. Platin was one of my most excited heroes when he released in Korea server because I always found his design to be really cool. And he's coming out now, finally. And I am a little excited. Okay, because he was one of the heroes that I initially already aimed to get. I can see why he's coming out with Myth Ace because he is a really good support for burst comps, and they are trying to push burst comps because the tank comp right now is just incredibly overbearing in PvP. So in terms of a meta shakeup, this update will definitely do the trick. Okay, I'm not too sure how well tank comps will survive after this update, to be honest, because you have you have Ace who is gonna burst down your Shanes and even ignore a lot of defense on your tank comp, and then you have Platin here who is going to shut down your Alice. okay, and prevent healing. Yeah. So not really prevent healing, but you will cut the heal quite a bit. Okay, so you do get a free exclusive equipment for Platin that is really good. I hope they keep up with the free exclusive equipment thing, because it is extremely costly. And the reason why, like I said, the reason why they are doing these free things is because they know that they are trying to push the content. It just came out last update. There's no way players, okay, free to play to casual to maybe goldfish players, they can keep up with such a thing. So hence they know this fact, right? So they are giving free things, like how they gave the Nia the Bolt Z exclusive equipment. They know that these things are essential for your codex. How they are giving free cosmetics. Korea doesn't do that. Korea doesn't give all these free things. Okay, but Korea makes sure. Okay, I'm not supposed to talk about Korea. I'm so sorry. Okay, but yeah, they know that they're rushing content. So yeah, that's my point. So Platin, I'm actually quite near the PT, so I'm quite excited to get it. Okay, we'll have a new carnival event. We'll get pet and selection tickets. I'm really hoping we get an L+. I mean, we should get an L+ with new selections, so hopefully there's a Jave inside, because I need him. Okay, content update. We're gonna get orbs, and yeah, that's the official name, globes. So one prediction that I made came true. Okay, very good. So if you didn't catch the first anniversary prediction video, I've explained how you can build orbs and globes in that video. So if you still need information on how to get them, it's all fully explained in that video, so do check it out. Okay, so they are going to release the tier 3 orbs, which is now called globes, all in one update. Yeah, so they're not going to split it anymore, which kind of pushes the power creep even more if you think about it. So Celestial Tower, normal difficulty is gonna expand. Okay, that's good. Tag match bands are added. This is not very good. Scenario difficulty adjustment. So I guess scenario will get easier. So that's good, I guess. So if you haven't completed scenario, you could wait until after this update. Yeah. Offline field exploration, 10 hours, which means more maps are going to be consumed. Okay. And crafting features, second improvement. With the second improvement, UI will be modified. So more information on crafting and this is actually a QR update that only happened recently in Korea as well. I'm not supposed to mention Korea. Okay, I have some ideas on what this thing would be. Basically, they will show you, for example, if a certain item needs various materials to craft, you can actually view at once how many of the how many of other materials you actually have as well. It's very hard for me to say, you know. Okay, addition of free field exploration. Free field exploration update is scheduled for December. Play without maps and rewards are slightly lower. If you deploy Casper, there's also a chance to receive low grade. I'm not sure if this is a nerf, and I'm not sure if this is an option. I hope this is an option. Okay, so that players who actually do have the maps can still get the rewards and not enforced on everybody. Korea's audio support. Okay, they're gonna add Korea server, so that's great. Also, some people have mentioned that the addition of Korea audio support also kind of hints that they're trying to match up to Korea server, right? And they're trying to keep up the pacing and maybe one day jazz merge. Who knows? Okay, so they have additional rewards for us. Jave box, which I think many of you have already received. Free L+ accessories, so go get it. Then we also have all these push events, which are going to start in 2 days time, all the way leading to the next update. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. I'm actually surprised they're not giving hero summon tickets because, again, they know. So yeah, that's about it for this developer's notes. And yeah, I just want to look at other stuff. Free bots. Okay. Let me look at what the two camps of players are actually talking about. Kill this game, kill this game. I do want to bring attention to this post. Okay, I guess that's all. Not many complaints. Yeah, so the thing is, there are actually not many complaints. There are some, I've looked at Facebook posts, there are some people that have mentioned, oh, what a way to kill your game, what a way to kill your first anniversary, all that. So yeah. Again, I feel that it's really down to the pace of content. Some people love it, some people don't. Especially competitive players definitely do not. Okay, so let's look at all these comments. You guys are actually horrible, and the upload update that really affected the game. I had been using version setting up AFK. That this change was unnecessary and made that game at the time much less enjoyable. But now why are you guys upset? They are releasing Hero After? No, you don't really care about that. What everybody cares right now is that the fact that they will not ready for Mythic Ace. This game is extremely nice to players. If you play properly, you can legit get every hero FTP. That's like people got upset. Not really. Oh dear. What about other legendary you need to get Serena and Diana? If we spell it, how can we get Serena and Diana? What about Mastery? After all, yeah, I did not talk about Masteries, but many people have that concern, and that is Masteries level 200. We all know how important Masteries are, right? We all know that. So honestly, even if you get your Myth Ace right now, and in the next update they release Masteries, free-to-play players will all be screwed. Let me tell you that. Okay, let me tell you that. You think that releasing one OP hero is gonna set your game for the next 6 months? Sure, you can believe that. But if in the next 6 months they are gonna throw out more things that requires your resources, you're never gonna keep up. If competitive players cannot keep up, free-to-play players will find it even harder to keep up, and you will never progress. Okay, if you're skipping out on heroes for your codex, which are good for your codex, and you're just aiming to get all the myth heroes from now, you are never gonna keep up. Trust me. Okay, that's just something, that's just a fact. So here, Happy Buddha has decided to retire from the global side. He's gonna focus only on the Korean side. He is an amazing, as you guys already all know, content creator for all the PvE stuff. Definitely support him for that. Okay, even though his global side is no longer gonna be used anymore, but I think it's not gonna be a big issue for him. Okay, and I think this says a lot. Okay, I think this says a lot. If you were to click on this question that he asked, the I'm quitting 2 percentage is quite high, the no percentage is also quite high. Okay, that's not, honestly, the people that are really happy with the update, not too many. My personal guild, many of my best players are looking to see what happens next week. Okay, it's Netmarble's way of directly kind of like giving players a reason to, choose between to sustain their account or to not. Yeah, and that's a very, very, very real thing. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there. So whether or not you are supportive of this update, That's one thing. The other reality you need to know is that many players are not, and many players are intending to leave the game, drop the game. This game may not be as supported moving forward. Okay, so that's just the reality I just need to tell you guys. And let me know what you guys think again after this developer's notes came out. I'm sure you guys have had one day to think about all the opinions, process everything like I did, and hopefully there'll be some great comments below. Okay, so big shout out to my channel members Nick, Chilling, Gonzalo, Jude, Yamaki, Kevin, Hala, and JDM for the support. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much and see you.